much momentum as he can into the climb. Even just psychologically, that can be a bonus.
Well, it's always an advantage when you can, make your own way up the climb. You can, pick your line. When you're in a big group, it's not going to be the case, and we will see a lot of, chopping and changing from the riders. But also, you must remember you have to make that effort. And Greipel, he was, in a good position where it was a big slowdown, but back in peloton is starting to push on again. Will he have enough of an advantage to make it over the Koppenberg?
Stein de Volder is up towards the pointy end. So we've got a couple down wide around on the outside. Get yourselves up, get yourselves sorted out, and do it rather quickly. And oh goodness me, it's not a place you want to be on the deck. Matteo Trentin for Ethics Quickstep found himself there. The wisdom of Andre Greipel showing itself. It's writ large right now, and this is Sepp van Mark's boys as well, in the waspish yellow and black coming to the fore. Geraint Thomas is there, he's got Stannard with him as well, and they're starting to grind into the climb. Also Paolini's here. This was a piece of insurance by Greipel. He wanted a goodly distance because he didn't want to basically go backwards within the pack. He's going to get caught on this climb because this is not his thing. That was a great piece of wisdom by him, and Paolini's looking strong as well. His ginger beard writ large within this front group of 10. It's a grind, Sean, it's designed to be, and it's come very late in this race this time.
Well, it's always a grind when you get to this point in the race with the steepness of the climb, cobblestones, everybody, and so for some it's a little bit easier if you're really good, but for the ones that are starting to suffer, it's a big grind.
Sagan just drifts by. There is Christophe as well. Side by side, Sagan and Christophe. They'll be amongst the favourites late on if this does go to be one for the quick men. And Ladagneau, the latest casualty for Francis de Jeux. Remind you that Sebastian Chavanel is out after being hit by his own car that was poleaxed by a neutral service car earlier on. Wow. So much going on, and John Degenkolb is not in a great place, and there you are. Once you lose momentum, Sean, it's very difficult to pick it up, and Andre Greipel has been caught, but right at the very top. Job well done by him, I think, to deal with that.
Yes, I think tactically he did it very well because, he could have been difficulty staying with the big favourites, and now we can see, he's going to be just swallowed up by Geraint Thomas and a lot of the other real favourites of this race, and he's in a real good position now.
Not having to clip out when you have a camera bike as well within the mix. Also getting very much involved and just trying to stay safe at least. Oh, indeed, look, riders already carrying. That may well be a damaged bike, but to be honest, you're often almost quicker to go like this than elsewhere, but rather like a paper boy with his knapsack, it can swing around all over the place, and you don't want to take anybody else's race out in so doing. Matteo Trentin deciding to ride it up, others carrying. It's been a long day so far, only 44 kilometres. They've already done 220k in testing terrain. The only blessing has been the weather. They've had just about everything else that could possibly be thrown at a professional cyclist today. Some of it good, some of it bad. But nonetheless, it's made it fascinating. It's always how you cope, Sean, isn't it?
Well, yes, it's always how you cope, and sometimes, some days you can cope so well, depending how you're feeling coming into the race, and then you have some idea of what way you can cope, but it doesn't work always in that way. You can, be real good in the previous race, and suddenly on the day you're not great, and vice versa. We could see today, some of the riders who were expecting the big favourites not riding as well in the last number of weeks. We could see them, really being that much better, maybe 2 or 3, 5% better today.
Marieborstraat is coming up, and that will be a pavé section. This is that crash that happened just on the turn in, and in fact it was just a lone rider, possibly a puncture, that took others out. Big compression point as well, so they've sort of widened the approach to that to help people to funnel in, but it did nothing more than just